あ、
And
そうそうそうそうそう。
and I was always like, oh my God, on Wednesday, miso ramen, yeah. And it's just like, oh, and then on Thursday, it's like, udon, yeah. And then Friday, it's like, oh, rice and bean sprouts. Oh. Hi everyone, I'm Dek and I'm an English teacher in Japan.
こんにちは。日本語教師のゆめりです。
Welcome back to part 2 of Japanese school life. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure to watch part 1 in the description below. And welcome to part 2.
今日は、日本の学校生活についてデックと話しています。これはパート2なので、パート1からぜひ見てください。
Let's begin です。
Yes, let's begin. じゃあ、デック
はい。
ランチのさ、お昼ご飯のブレイク、休憩は、なんか何した？どんなことするの？
Yeah, very different to Japan.
そうなんだ。
So, yeah, in England, we have a lunchroom, like a cafeteria. And because English schools, we don't have elementary, junior high school, high school. We just have 2 schools. So we have primary school, which is elementary school, and then secondary school, which is junior high school together. So because it's such a big school, usually each week there's like a rotation system. So for example, the first year students will go to lunch first, and then the second year students go 10 minutes later, and then the third year students 10 minutes after that. And then next week it rotates. So you go there and you queue up and you have like a point cards that your parents put money on, and then you pick your own food. Like, oh, I'll have some crisps, I'll have a cake, I'll have like some pizza or something. And then you go to the ladies and they kind of like check your thing, and then they go, okay, £3, and then you give the card. So you buy your own food like a cafeteria. Yeah.
すごい。
Did you not know that? What do you think?
めっちゃ自由だね。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
給食はないってこと？給食がないの？
給食。大切な単語だね。That's a very important word in Japan. If you say 給食 in Japan, you will become friends with someone instantly, I think. Yumely, what is 給食? Please explain 給食.
給食は学校で用意してくれるお昼ご飯で、みんなでクラスのみんなで一緒に食べるお昼ご飯。
Yeah.
合ってる？
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, yeah. So 給食 is basically it's school lunch, but it's like a set prepared meal, often by the Kyoto sensei, maybe the Kocho sensei. So either the principal, like the headmaster, they will decide it. Sometimes they work with local farms or like to get some like special vegetables or something. And usually it's very varied. What do you get? Rice, miso soup, different meats, different fish, fruits, vegetables, sometimes ice cream, jelly. You get and it's different every day, right?
So.
And so I remember in junior high school, because in high school you don't get kyushoku. In high school you have to bring your own bento, school lunch. So I have to make my food. That's what I miss most about junior high school.
そうだよね。私もそうかも。
Yeah, right. But in junior high school and elementary school, you get kyushoku. So on the wall in the room, it will say the menu, right? And I was always like, oh my God, on Wednesday, miso ramen, yeah. And it's just like, and then on Thursday, it's like, udon, yeah. And then Friday, it's like, oh, rice and bean sprouts. Oh.
そう。だから学校に行く前になんかチェックして、今日休みたいけど、はい、行こう。
Yeah, like 給食 is like the main thing, right, of the day.
そう、
It can make or break your
一番
day.
大事。
Like if it's good, you're happy, and if it's bad, you're sad.
そう。
But it's really good because my experience with junior high school, and this is why I liked it so much. You often eat with the kids as the English teacher. So, for example, you'll have a schedule, and in lunch, it will have written like San Nen Ichikumi, which means third year, class 1. So you go to that class, you get your lunch in the staff room with all the teachers, and then they all eat at their desks, but you have to go to the class. So you bring your kyushoku and you go to the class, and then often they're like, Dex sensei kita, Dex here, jankin. And they all jankin, which is rock, paper, scissors. And they'll be like, Saisho, get, jankin, hoi. And then the winners, they'll make room, and the ALT, the English teacher, will go sit with them. And they really make you feel like at home. And then sometimes as soon as you sit down, they just ignore you. And you're like, what? Like a minute ago, you really wanted to eat with me and talk with me. And then you're like, like, what will you do tomorrow? And they're like, it's like, we just learned that yesterday. Come on. So it's just like, ashita nani suru? Game. I will play a game. Sorry. You're like, oh my God, it's lunchtime. Forget it. But yeah, kyushoku, like I asked, like you said, I asked my Japanese friends, like, what do you miss about school life sometimes? And they always go, kyushoku, right? It's so good. Yeah, and sometimes like you can do like okowari jankin. If there's like even like I remember the like anything, like for example, extra fruit. Say there was like kiwi, and there's the homeroom teacher will say like there's 3 kiwi left, kiwi sanko, and then like everyone stands up and they're like that, and they're going like that. And then the homeroom teacher's like saisho gu jankin hoi, and they're like makita I lost. And then like the winners go to the front and they pick up the like fruit, and they're just like the champions, and that makes their day, and they're so happy. And I'm just there like, wow, like, oh my God. But it's really good, yeah. It's almost like a game, like an activity. Right? Yeah. It's a nice break. But in high school, the parents often make their school lunch, or you can buy it. There's a lady that comes in, and you can go to like downstairs and buy some bread or something like that. So yeah, I really miss kyushoku. Yeah, it was good. I want kyushoku now. I kind of want to go back to kyushoku. Yeah. But the main thing about today is one word. Bukatsu.
Oh, 部活ね。
Bukatsu.
部活。
Which is club activities.
Club activity.
Before I start complaining about everything, what do you think of bukatsu? Or please explain, what is bukatsu?
What is 部活?
Yeah.
What is 部活? 部活は学生にとってめっちゃ大事なことだよね。
More than school, yeah.
なんか学生によっては勉強よりも部活が大事っていう子も時々いるくらい、もうとっても大きなことで、学校によって学校の中にいくつかのさクラブアクティビティがあって、入学して学校に入って最初に何をするか決めて、例えば野球とかサッカーとかいろいろあるんだけど、野球って決めたら卒業するまでずーっとそれをほとんど毎日学校の後にしなきゃいけない。
Yeah, ほとんどじゃないと思う。Yeah, it's every day, yeah.
そう、毎日だよね。
Yeah. And like, so the kanji for bukatsu, maybe Yumely can write it down here or this way. So bu means like club or department, and katsu means like living or life. So it's literally club life, which I find really cool. It's cool kanji. But it's taken very seriously in Japan. It's very like in England you can for example, if I joined the school football team, maybe we would have one 1 or 2 practices a week for 2 hours and then a game. Or
そう
maybe just
なんだ。
one practice on Wednesday and then a game on Sunday. Maybe. But in Japan, like the football team, they literally 6 days a week,
Yeah.
about 4 hours a day.
うん。
It's mad. And they,
いやうんうん
in my school, there's no football pitch. So they have to get on a bus, travel for 30 minutes, and then begin 4 hours and then come back. They get back to school at like 8 p.m.
そうそうそう。
and then they have to go home
そう。
and then do homework.
そう。
Yeah.
そうだよね。
And you can't take like holiday. Like in England, if I was sick or if I didn't want to go to club, maybe I didn't have to. Or I could tell the teacher like, I'm a bit sick today, or sorry, I'm busy. I've got a dentist appointment or something. And they would say, okay, like, see you next week. You're like, yeah, sure. And that would be it.
へー
But in Japan, they have like interviews and they're like, why are you not coming? Or they'll get the parents in and they're like, your child is not coming to club. And what's
Yeah.
going on? And I've seen students that want to quit and the parent comes in and the teacher's like, no, don't let them quit, or they can't quit. And it's like, what? Like, oh my God, let them quit. But it's very tough, very strict.
そうそう。だからなんか楽しいクラブアクティビティっていうよりは頑張りますっていうなんか
Yeah.
すごい集中する感じだよね。
Yeah. Well, of course, it's very fun. And it
あまあ
must
ね
be like,
うんうんうん
like when you see students whilst they're doing the club, like when they're playing baseball, when they're playing volleyball, when they're playing badminton or whatever, the students are having fun. They're
Mm.
enjoying it. They're with their best friends. They're enjoying the
そうだ
sport.
ね。うん。
But after that, they're dead. And in class, they're sleeping because they were playing sports until like 9 p.m. at night, like for 5 days in a row. They have no rest time. Like the baseball team, so I'll give you, this isn't for every sport, but baseball is like the national sport of Japan. So it's very strict, right? So baseball, a typical student might wake up at 5 a.m., get to school for 6 a.m.,
そうそうそうそう。
2 hours of morning practice, then go to school for like 9 hours, then do 4 hours after school. 6 days a week, and then maybe a game on the Sunday.
そうそうそうそうそうそう。
However, on the Saturday, because there's no school, they will then, like, instead of school, they will have like extra practice. So like my basketball team, I asked the manager, I was like, oh, like what time are you finishing today? And he was like, we're finishing at about 6 p.m. today. And I was like, what? And so I had work that day, so I went into school, but it was like 10:30 a.m. So they were going to be doing it for like 8 hours. And I said all the time, no, we'll have some breaks and we'll have lunch about 2 p.m. And I was like, 8 hours of club activities. Oh my God. So like, even if it's fun, it can't be good for students. I don't know. I don't know, like if I played football every day with my friends, I'd like that. There has to be a balance, I think.
うん。
And many injuries occur too. Many injuries, like 怪我する人多いね。And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's very good because again, it's like camaraderie, it's teamwork, team spirit, working in a group together. But I wish it was just a little bit less serious.
確かに。
Like, like I don't know, just cut 1 hour a day or just Monday to Friday. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think what club were you in at school?
私は柔道部だった。
Judo.
びっくりで
Whoa.
しょ
Oh, I'm never gonna fight you. I'm never gonna fight you.
私は8歳の時から柔道をしてたから、だから
Judo.
そうそう、だから中学校の時はさっき言ってたみたいにもう勉強よりももう柔道みたいな感じのすごい部活を頑張ってた。
Yeah, yeah.
全然勉強はしてなかった。
What belts did you get to? What color?
黒。
No way. Whoa. So English teacher and a black belt. You have to write that in your Instagram. Yeah. English teacher, judo black belt. Yeah. Wow. Wow, すごい! I didn't know that. Cool. So how often did you practice?
もう毎日。本当に毎日。だから、私の中学校の時の生活は、4時ぐらいから部活をするでしょ、で、7時に部活が終わって、その後にまたバスに乗って別の練習するところに行って、そこでまた練習して、で、家に帰るのは10時くらい。
And then homework, right? Homework or something. And you didn't do homework. You bad girl, bad student. Oh my god. Wow, yeah, that's so tough. And that's like you from 8 years old?
多分。
So that's a long time. That's like years of doing it. And it's weird. It's one of those things where it's like it's just so hard. Like I see students all the time and they're tired and sleepy, but then when they're doing the sport, they love it and that's all they want to do. So I don't know. Like, so in England we have school sports, but the main is like club sport. So our club sports would be outside of school. So for example, I joined the cricket team. Do you know cricket? And I joined the school team, so we had practice once a week and then a game every 2 weeks on a weekday after school. But then I joined my club team and that was practice twice a week and a game once a week. So I would have 3 practices a week and a game every week or sometimes twice a week. But my main focus was the club. The school was kind of just like extra practice. But in Japan, like extra club, do they exist? Aru? Like other club activities? I don't know.
あるけど、
Are they for like really good students, like professionals?
そう、なんかすっごい上手い人とか、本当になんていうか真剣な人は別のクラブアクティビティに行ったりする。
Right.
でもそれはエクストラで行ったりするかな。
It's really tough life. I mean, it sounds both fun and scary. Like I don't know if I often think, me and my friends talk about this all the time. If we have kids in Japan, do we want them to join a club? Because if you join a club in Japan, it's a big commitment. It's like you have to wash your own uniform. Like the baseball team, they have to write a diary of what they did. They have to like there's so much extra things that they have to do. They have to clean the pitch. They have to like do everything, and it's very strict. Like especially, I mean, I've got really bad hair at the moment, but like the baseball team, you see when they talk to you, they take their hat off, and they're just like, oh, konnichiwa. So it's very. I can't get this on now. It's very. Some of them teach you respect, and I find that the football team, their like homeroom teacher is the English teacher. So actually, their English ability is much higher because they don't want to let their manager down. So they study English harder. So there are things. There are good things and bad things about bukatsu, but I would say it's just a little bit too strict. I mean, it's like. Obviously, you're a black belt. You did judo. Do you regret doing it? Was it fun always, or was it tough?
毎日もうめっちゃ楽しかったっていうよりは、もう頑張ったなっていう思い出。
Kind of like relief, almost. Like I've done my best.
試合に向けてもう毎日。頑張ったなっていう感じかな。
Wow. Oh, nice. Very interesting. But again, it's very tough, and it's like when you join a school in England, you join the school and then club is extra. But in Japan, you join the school and then you join the club and it's like 50-50. And it's like some teachers will be like, why are you not playing baseball as well? And like sometimes the managers, they'll shout at the students, like scream. And I just stand there and I'm like, this is not right. Like, I really want to say something. I did something on Twitter a while ago. I posted a tweet about a manager scolding a student, and the student cried, and everyone was just looking, and it got a lot of attention. Like, I think you can find it on my Twitter somewhere, but yeah, it's just a bit too serious, I think. It's fun, it's good, it helps students make friends, it's very good for their physical health. They run a lot, they're active, but they're also tired and exhausted and maybe depressed sometimes. So good idea, but a bit too serious, I think. But yeah, judo, I mean, I'm not going to be fighting anytime soon. So that's what you get. So if you don't listen to Yumely's English class, she's gone up. No, that's karate, isn't it? What's judo? Like that, and then.
Yeah. I get it.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. All right, guys. Thanks for watching again. Let us know, which do you prefer? Obviously, we haven't talked about everything in Japanese schools, but do you think that you would like a Japanese school life experience, or do you prefer school in your home country? Let us know.
はい、皆さん今日もありがとうございました。皆さんの国の学校生活はどんな感じですか？ぜひ、コメントで教えてください。
Yeah, let us know in the comments below and look forward to our next podcast. Until then, kanpai and see you later.
乾杯
See you later.
Bye bye.
See you everyone.